Hi, everyone. I am Maya Norwood, and welcome to our Connections That Count platform, where we share networking tips with you on how to be more effective with how you network. As you can tell, my regular co host, Jackie St. Peter, is not here today. However, we have a very special guest, Leanne Lyon, with us today. So, Leanne, I know you are an avid networker. You've done it a lot in a brief, concise as you can for your history of networking. Can you tell us a little bit about your background in networking?
So, really brief, I became fascinated with networking when I was approximately 7 or 8 years old. I wanted to figure it out, and I've been doing it ever since. How's that?
Wow. Okay, now I wish this was a long episode so I could ask more about that. 7 or 8 years old, what made you, I have to ask a follow-up question. What
Sure.
made you at 7 or 8 hear it? Like, I don't think I even knew the word networking until I was, late teens or, young adult.
It was just I saw how adults acted, and you're at that age, 7 or 8. I saw how adults knew people. And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, how do some people know so many people? My dad was one of those people. He was a connector and he knew every neighbor along his walk. He walked to work. And so I was like, and she didn't really have a solid answer for me at the moment, but that just became a driving question for my life, along with a couple of others.
Wow, I love that. Thanks. Well, since you've, been in networking since forever, in the best of ways, not that I'm calling you old, just that you've done it for many years. What is your very favorite networking tip that you share, whether it's with somebody who is a networker and you want to help them improve or someone who's new, whatever, what is your favorite networking tip?
My favorite networking tip is probably not for everyone.
Okay.
It works really well for me. It is to create a signature look. It is to know that when I walk into a room, people know who I am because it's what I'm wearing. It's this. Okay. I wear it on my podcast. I wear it to every single meetup I go to, every breakfast I go to. And people might be like, does she ever wear anything else? Maybe, but then maybe those aren't my people.
Yeah.
And other people have walked up to me and said, I've seen you like three other places, or you seem to be everywhere. I have to get to know you. And that's why.
That's actually brilliant.
Also,
That is something we've never talked about on this is how, and it's essentially branding yourself, but to a way where people can recognize you and just spot you from a distance. I think that's very clever because the goal of networking is what? Having people remember you and think about you. So, what a better way than to create that?
and bonus, no decision fatigue. And I'm not worried about if I wore this last time because I know I did.
You're like, yes, as a matter of fact, because I do that, I have to look and see what I wore to make sure I don't duplicate it. So I love that idea. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for being on today and for giving us that wonderful tip. If you would like to be a guest on our Connections That Count, let us know. Just drop in the chat and we'd love to invite you.